Want to spice up your anniversary, honeymoon, or just time away from the kids? Book your next exciting Mexican vacation or cruise at Desire Resorts. Begin your journey to paradise at manwhorepod.com/desire. Think you know who's going to win the big game on Sunday? Just want to put some financial confidence in your favorite team? Then trust BetDSI.com and get paid. Honestly, if you don't even like sports ball, but you get dragged to the bar to watch games every weekend, placing a bet is a way to add some excitement and get invested. Get free money with a 100% bonus on first-time deposits when you use promo code MAN10 at BetDSI.com. Once again, go to BetDSI.com and use promo code MAN10 for up to $500 of free money. Now let's get to the show.
Welcome to the Man Whore Podcast.
Shout out to my sexy Southern Democrats. You know who you two are. This is Billy Procida, and you're listening to the Man Whore Podcast. What's up, everyone? How you doing? Welcome to my show where I typically talk to women I've hooked up with about sex, dating, and why we didn't work out. However, we've got a very, very special episode this week that was recorded on premises at Desire Resorts, all the way down in Mexico. Oh my. Sponsored content at its finest, and I cannot wait to share that show with you in a bit. But first, show dates, people. Show dates. Okay. This weekend, whatever those two dates are, this Saturday and Sunday in New York City, I'm going to have a booth at the Brooklyn Sex Expo. Yeah, I know it's not a comedy show, but you should come by, say, hey, I'm going to be sharing a booth with three other wonderful shows. Tinder Tales with our friend of the pod, David Piccolomini. The Sex Rap with Spring Cooper and her co-host, Andrew. And then we've also got Sabrielle from Erotic. So come say hi to us over at the Brooklyn Sex Expo. You can get information on that if you go to sexexpo.com. Saturday and Sunday. Then Los Angeles, are you listening? LA, November 4th, we're going to be doing a live Man Whore podcast at the Comedy Dojo. Going to be doing a live show in front of an audience with not one, not two, but hopefully, most likely, four of my past partners. Yeah, we're going to have some women on stage who all made the same questionable decision to once upon a time put their tongue in my mouth. So, if you want to get tickets for that, LA, I'm not in you often. This is the time to come. You go to manwhorepod.com/tickets. Get those today. Here's another thing you can get. We've got merch, people. I don't know how much I've really gone into it, but we've got merch. There's official Man Whore Podcast merchandise now available at gumroad.com/manwhorepodcast. We've got the I'm Saving Pegging for Marriage t-shirt, which many of you have seen on Instagram. We've got the Stay Slutty buttons. We've got stickers. And I think this is my favorite item in the store. We've got the Stay Slutty panties. Yep, we got them. You got your favorite whore's catchphrase. We got them on your ass. Go to gumroad.com/manwhorepodcast. You can pick those up. So we've got a very special episode this week. We recorded at Desire Resorts, this beautiful paradise in Mexico that I'm flabbergasted. They called me last year and they were like, hey, they hit me up back in like December and they said, hey, would you want to come down to our resort and do an episode down here? And they said, we'll fly you and a +1 down. And my girlfriend at the time, they were all like, oh, yeah, let's do a vacation. Because surely we'll still be together in September. Oh, yeah. So when that ended, we had to figure out who's going to come with me. And luckily, I have a wonderful person in my life, Kenzie, to do that. So we went down. Had a blast. It's a beautiful resort. I don't know how it compares to other resorts. I am not a resort guy. I don't normally spend money to travel. That's not usually my bag. So this was definitely a treat for me. And I gotta say, it was like, it's so cool. Look, some of you think I'm bigger than I am. And I know I'm probably supposed to pretend I'm some like hotshot, some podcasting fake bigwig. But, you know, I'm just some dude talking to his exes with a microphone. I'm not, you know, I'm making a living and I'm so grateful for it. But you know, I'm not Mark Maron. I'm not guys we fucked. I'm not that big. I'm not as big as them. So, but at this resort, I felt like a fucking celebrity. They had my picture and the name of the show on like their slideshow on the TVs all over the resort. So like people I hadn't met yet would come up to me and be like, "Oh, you're the podcast guy. Hey, it's the podcast. Tell me, what's your podcast? I want to hear about it." And that was really fucking cool. But we had just a fantastic time. And like, I just love how, and Kenzie says it during the show, time doesn't exist at Desire. There's pool time, jacuzzi time, recharge, have dinner, maybe fuck time. There's go to the outside bar time, disco. Then you go either to the jacuzzi or the sin room, or you go back to your room where you have some fun. Like, so there's no looking at your watch. There's no checking your phone. There's just, we're just going to follow where people are going. So I was getting up at 10 a.m. every day and just like going to the pool, catching a tan, drinking some screwdrivers, talking to some fun, sexy people. And so Desire is a couples only, clothing optional resort. They were very specific. I have to call it that. I think the marketing department gave me a list of things I'm not allowed to call it. So I need to say to you explicitly that Desire is not a swinger resort. It is not a nude resort. It is not a fuck palace. But you will see naked people and you will see swingers, even if you are not swinging and even if you are not naked. But it was beautiful. Food's good. It's all inclusive. So like I'm drinking all day, you know, I'm having screwdrivers starting at like 10:30, 11 a.m. and drinking I'm being like pleasantly buzzed through 2, 3 a.m. is fantastic. They've got this bar outside that does personal pizzas until like 3 a.m. And those, I gotta say, if you go to Desire, you gotta get the personal pizza. It's so bomb. It's so choice. And what I was really, and again, we talk about it in the show, but what I was really fascinated by was I met such a diversity of relationships. You know, definitely a lot of different body types. You know, we had dudes from shredded who makes Billy want to cry all the way to very, very overweight and just happy fellas, right? Wide variety. We, saw women with plastic surgery. We saw women who were thin, women who were large, big tits, small tits, people who chose to be fully nude, people who chose to be topless, people who were just, fully clothed and observing. We met relationship models that varied from strictly monogamous to like all out non-monogamy. We met some poly people, met a lot of swinger types who would, they call it the lifestyle. But we made a wide range and they all had their own rules. And I thought that was fascinating, getting to know these different couples and their different arrangements. So that was wonderful. But now what did we record at Desire? What did we get into? What is it that you're about to listen to? So at Desire, what I pitched to them, the show that I pitched when they were like, "Hey, we want you to record a thing." And I said, "Look, I can come down and just like interview couples, but I don't think that's going to be as entertaining. Let's do a voyeur commentary track." Or someone else called it Mystery Science Theater of Sex. So we found an exhibitionist couple to fuck in my suite. And then Kenzie and I and our neighbors, we sat outside the sliding glass doors with microphones doing commentary. Yeah, a blast. And then what happened was just people started to join. I was telling people, because everyone at the resort knew, for the most part, what I was doing. So a lot of people who didn't want to be like the couple that we watched, but a lot of them like wanted to watch. They were like, "We want to watch it though." So I said, "Hey, go behind that building between 5:30 and 6:30. You're going to see a show." So during the course of the episode, people kind of show up, and then we had like maybe 8 to 10 people just hanging out outside my suite, watching this really hot couple bang. And I also talked to some couples. I talked to some couples here and there, and one fellow whose wife did not want to be a part of this. Talked to them about what going to Desire means for their relationship, as well as like what their rules are and how long they've been in such a lifestyle. So you're going to hear those conversations sprinkled in throughout the voyeur panel, so to speak. I do want to make a note about the audio quality. You will hear a change in audio quality about 5-10 minutes into this episode, because I had a backup recording device with my microphones, and the microphones were fine when it was the 4 of us sharing a couple mics, but then as everyone kind of joined in, the backup track picks up more people. The only caveat is it picks up more people. So I apologize if there are like some brief moments where it sounds like people are talking over each other. You know, I know this is definitely a unique recording situation. I've certainly not recorded outside on the beach with multiple people watching a couple fuck. But I just want to warn you that like the audio, it's not going to sound like most of my episodes sound. And you're also going to hear a lot of different voices. But I hope you enjoy it. I hope you dig it. And I hope you consider booking your own stay at Desire Resorts. They also do cruises. Desire, their company, also has some other resorts under other names. So, you know, if you're curious about it, if you want more information, or if you're ready to fucking book a trip for your next really hot anniversary or your next, you know, hot away time with the kids, go to manwhorepod.com/desire and book your stay today. But for now, let's go on over and first let's go meet this fantastic couple, Matt and Lou. You know, hey everybody. So I'm down here at Desire Resorts. I am looking out. I don't know which bay or ocean this is because I'm an American and they don't teach us anything in school. So, but I'm looking out at water. It's fucking beautiful, and I've got this beautiful couple here. I've got Matt and Lou, short for Luis. Just hey, it's like they're like hey, they were like, I don't know, maybe it's like 2 dudes they're gonna watch bang. I'll be like, I don't fucking know, but yeah, we got this beautiful porn star looking woman, Lou. Babe, and we got this big old fella with just a big old dick, big swinging dick. Well, you know, a middle-aged cock.
I like that. I'll go with middle-aged. Yeah, that's me.
So we're about to do something pretty nuts. Have you ever fucked for an audience before? Let's start with that.
Yes, we have.
Yeah, plenty of times.
Plenty of times, but now for the entertainment of others.
Never just for 2.
Yeah.
But hey, there's going to be an audience maybe later. Who knows?
Maybe the day and night is young. So how are y'all enjoying your stay here at Desire?
Our Desire is awesome. It's such a liberated, free, relaxed atmosphere. You can be and do who you want to do and be who you want to be. It's awesome. It's really good.
Is this your first time at Desire?
3rd time.
3rd time. So what do you do on the 3rd time that you didn't do the first 2 times?
Well, the first time was originally honeymoon, wasn't it? So we stayed in Temptation and came here just for 1 day. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So,
and then we loved it. We loved it. So each time we come to Mexico, we make sure we do a trip to Desire for 3 or 4 days at least.
And how long y'all been together?
10 years together, 8 years married.
8 years married, and how long non-monogamous?
8 years. No, maybe 7. Maybe 7.
Yeah.
7. Yeah.
First year of marriage, you were like, what can we throw in here?
Yeah, exactly.
Who brought up so do y'all identify as swingers, non-monogamous, poly? What's your deal?
We don't really identify as anything. We're just people who are liberated and like to have fun, and if the feeling's good, we'll just go with the flow. It's just how we are. But yeah, I guess you want to put a label on it, swingers.
Swingers. And which one of you pitched the idea first?
It's a really cool story, actually, to be fair. So I was completely shy, but I always had a fantasy where I could...
You look like you beat up bikers.
Okay, yeah. No, but true story. So I wanted to just live out a fantasy where I could go to a bar, drink a beer or, drink whatever and have a blowjob while I was doing it. So, I talked to Lou and we said we should try it. So she looked it up and she surprised me one day. She booked something and here we are.
She booked something or someone? Or here.
She booked like a hotel that was kind of liberated hotel. So yeah, so you could kind of go to the lobby bar and you could do whatever you wanted to do. So I just drank a beer and she went down on me and happy ending.
Kenzie, I want to get a drink and a blowjob.
All right, let's do it later.
Cool.
Later.
So how are you feeling before this? I'm literally going to pull a curtain back.
Okay. That's good with us. Yeah. No.
Yeah, more than fine.
Yeah. What's your favorite part about sex?
Oh, all of it. Everything.
She likes the happy ending.
Yes.
What about yourself?
I love to watch her come.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I have a feeling at the end of this I'm going to like watching her come too. I think we're all going to like watching her come.
She's really hot when she comes. Yeah. So.
Well, I mean, she's already really hot now, so I can't wait to see the end of that. And I look forward to chatting with y'all a little bit afterwards. So I'm going to let y'all in to our suite and take your time, do what you got to do, and we're going to enjoy the show.
Sounds good. And enjoy the description, folks. Hopefully you enjoy the show.
Yeah, fantastic. Hi, but we'll see what's up. It's it's interesting. We got the and they're already started. They don't even wait.
Oh yeah. Okay. So
No hesitation.
Oh, very enthusiastic. He does have
No
a great
hesitation.
talk.
Ladies. So right now, obviously, we're here with Bob and Beth, our neighbors.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lucky us.
And so, ladies, what do we think of the dick?
I love an uncut dick, and that is a very nice, very large uncut dick.
It has nice.
This is why I
girth.
don't like fucking
His
American
girth is
guys.
Yeah. See, her fingers hardly fit all the way around it, which is very cool. So nice girth.
Yeah, she's just going to town. So
Yeah.
there's a bed, then there's a couch. They're on the couch, and she's standing up, and she's giving him a wonderful blowjob. Oh, I'm very jealous. I'm very glad I did the choice of just like not wearing pants for this because I could. Oh, and a pushback.
Oh, wait.
Ooh.
Yellow flag, 5 yards.
Well, I gotta play here, Bob.
What we got
Definite
going on?
fingering, like heavy fingering.
Heavy finger fucking. Yeah.
I think he's trying
Most
to
of the
make
hair-
her
Oh my God, she's already squirting!
Holy crap!
We're a minute in.
Oh
We're a minute in. She's already squirting.
Awesome, yeah.
Oh my!
Wow.
And now he's using it as lube. Bob, I'm loving this. I'm loving the strategy.
This is fucking
You
awesome.
know, she's putting the pressure on early, but I think he's taking it well at this
Oh
point.
my god.
He's
This is a strong start.
strong start. We're gonna see if they can finish strong too, Bob. I'm not too sure. We're gonna see. We're gonna check in at the half.
Yeah.
Look, everyone, it's just always been my dream, my backup dream, to be an NFL commentator. So this is a close way to do it.
Dude, she came in like 30 seconds.
And then he's just like throat fucking her,
Yeah.
like hard, but like, oh, she just loves it. She's. What? So y'all are here at Desire too.
Squirters are rare. I'm sorry.
Do you squirt?
No. I would love to.
Yeah.
It just hasn't happened yet.
We're gonna
figure
think
out a way
you're-
to make
you're-
it happen.
Yeah, we're talking into the mic there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
To the
like
top
that.
of it.
So now, Bob, how do you like your blowjobs? Let's
I-
compare and contrast.
Well, I like her style, and she's working the balls well.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm kind of a slow and steady kind of guy.
Me
you
too.
know?
I'm not a like watching a throw fuck can be hot, especially when it looks like her. I like it slow. I like tightness on my blowjobs.
I always do the swirly top with my tongue. I think that really adds something.
But like when you have to do that like gaping mouth stuff, it's like I can barely feel it. No, I don't feel. I'm in a warm place, but I'm not actually feeling this blowjob.
No,
So I like.
honestly, it should feel like a vagina. It should feel like the wettest, like most perfect vagina, and that's what I go for. So.
Yeah, I like some suction, but now they have transferred to the bed, and she's just right on him. She fucks hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
Again,
really going
like I
at
said,
it.
she's putting the pressure on early. It'd be interesting to see how he handles it.
Now, Beth, you've seen people fuck in person before this trip,
Yes, I have.
because you used to swing with an ex.
Yes, I did.
But now, Bob, you're the newbie kind of this couch.
I am.
Yeah.
I am.
So what do you think of this? You just get to watch people fuck.
This is impressive, I gotta say. It's live porn at its best.
Before we came here, we said we would have a private word in case he was staring too much. Like, it's a beautiful day, so there's no need. It's you can
Wait, so in
look
case
all
he
you want.
In case he
Thank
was
you.
staring too much at someone else.
Yeah,
So like, what? You just be like in the playroom, be like, "It's a beautiful day.
it's a
we
beautiful
gotta go."
day.
At 2 a.m, just like
That's pretty much the
it's
plan.
a beautiful day. Let's go stargate.
Now this is so my friend Andrea Hallen used to try to fuck me like this, and I found it almost too aggressive. But she had a very like metal look. So the whole like on the flats of your feet when the woman's on top, where I'm just like, that takes some strength.
Yeah, that I can't do that move. I don't think I have the ankle mobility. Yeah, I think that's like.
Yeah. Well, so she's doing the thing. She's got her like feet are flat on the bed, and then she's leaning back.
Yeah.
Another fucking. Is she gonna squirt again? Is she gonna do it again? This is all performative at this point. This is no one does that position in the real world. Like she was like leaning back on top. I'm like, no one does that. Come on now. Like it's a good look. Oh, what's up, beautiful people?
You can do that position if you have the push from below. Like that's hair.
What the fuck?
I'm
This
happy about
dude
this.
Is intense.
Dude, she's really vocal too. That's
Yeah, we can hear them going through the door. I can't even hear the music through the door, but I can hear her screaming.
Yeah. Y'all want to introduce yourselves with whatever name you identify as?
I can be whoever I want to be. I'll be
Yes.
Angie. I'm Angie.
Hi, Angie.
Hello, Angie.
Hey.
That's perfect.
Yep, we gotta change.
What do you think of what you're seeing? Come on closer to the mic.
It's impressive. How long has this been?
This has been going on 5 minutes. And in the in 1 minute, she started squirting.
No.
I swear to God.
It was
Yeah.
a perfect squirt too. It's like I'm always impressed by that.
Did it hit the window?
No, but I
She was
wouldn't be
pointing that.
surprised. Yeah, maybe later.
Pointing away from the window.
I think I can't tell if this is how I'm going to ask when they're done. Is that how you actually do
Is
it?
this
Or
a
was this
typical
for us?
session, or are you
They
performing?
didn't wait to warm up.
They're performing.
Yeah, he just gave us a thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Thumbs up.
Oh my
Weird.
god.
You know
did it.
what? Even if they're performing,
Yeah,
they're fucking loving it.
Yeah, he's
And
looked
that's
out at
the
us
cool
and smiled
part.
a few times. He gave us a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Like, he's
All right.
loving this.
Oh,
Oh, now
wait,
he's
wait,
turning
wait,
Just
towards
for us,
us.
oh, this motherfucker.
What's going on?
They didn't even wait to
Always get
grab
the
the
towel for it.
champagne. They were just like,
He's just getting the towel for her, clean her up.
Aww.
What a nice guy.
what a sweetheart.
I guess
Round of applause.
It's finished.
Already done.
Well done.
Already done.
That's good. Impressive.
So what's y'all's names?
Chuck.
And Jenny?
Hey, Chuck and Jenny. How y'all doing today at Desire?
We're doing pretty good. Had a good time today. We were just looking for a place. We had babies at home. We were looking for a place, just no kids, just somewhere to relax for a few days. And
You had to pick the naked one?
we did. No kids.
It's hard to find couples only, no kids resorts. And that's what got us here first. Which I'm going to tell people that it's nice because if you're not into the lifestyle, you don't have to be.
Yeah.
And it's still a cool place to come. But if you are into it, it's an amazing place to come.
Wait, so what? But why is it important that it was couples only? Why couldn't it just be like an adult resort?
Well, because we weren't open to like a bunch of frat kids partying and drinking and puking all over the place.
You mean guys who look like me?
Yeah, yeah. We weren't into that. Like, we went to Temptations once, and that was enough.
Yeah. It was a little too rowdy.
We have probably 10 different couples that we meet here, try to, like, hook up with when we come, but not in a sexual way, just
to hang out, have dinner.
That's right.
Yeah. Take your pants off. I don't know. Apparently.
Yeah, just relax,
So, yeah.
See each other naked.
All right. So, hey, what are y'all's names?
Kelly and Brian.
And what brought y'all to Desire?
I see this is about our 12th trip here all together between the two resorts. Looking for something where we could kind of be naked and kind of enjoy ourselves, other people, possibly, and just had been reading about it and found it.
Okay.
So,
you all had shared with me prior, like, where y'all live about, so I won't say where, but, it didn't seem like this big, budding, sexually liberal metropolis.
it's not.
And, right, so what does coming to a place like Desire do for y'all and y'all's relationship?
Well, I would say, there are certain weekends a month, certain days a month that we get to actually be ourselves, and we come to some place like Desire. You get to be yourselves all week. That's really the difference. You don't have to worry about work. You don't have to worry about neighbors. You're here, and everyone else pretty much has the same sort of a mindset.
Like what you hear so far? Curious about going to Desire yourself? Go to manwhorepod.com/desire for more information about their resorts and their cruises. They also have themed weekends. They have weekends that are a little bit more geared towards younger people, weekends more geared towards lifestylers, weekends geared more towards the LGBT community. So again, go to manwhorepod.com/desire and book your trip when you've also had like a proper conversation with your significant other. I don't want to say book your trip today and then you surprise them. Probably not a good idea. Let's get on back to the show.
You got the right pickups for that.
You did, yeah.
That's amazing. Well, what did we? Let's. I'm hoping this is more of a halftime than an end of the game from a content perspective. Yeah. But what are we thinking of that?
That was impressive.
I'm
Hey,
impressed.
everybody!
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Wow.
Okay, my first question is like, do y'all actually fuck like that, or like, how much of that was performative?
We've never performed before, so I couldn't say much of it was performance.
Wow.
For me, it was when her like feet were flat on the bed, but she also leaned back and did one of those.
That's my favourite, she knows, it's bunny hopping.
It's called bunny hopping.
And my nickname for her is Bunny.
Oh, y'all are fucking adorable.
Wait, does she always squirt? Because I really need to know.
Always.
That was like a minute.
It's all in the fingers.
Wow. So
You
you
need
give
to sit on
yourself
top of this
credit
guy.
for the squirting.
Not at all. I have the technique, she is 100% the talent.
Okay.
Okay.
That's all it is.
So now, what's your refractory period like? Like, does she get to squirt again, or?
Yeah, we'll give it 30 minutes, 40 minutes if we were at home, and she'd be ready to go again. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. So.
I feel like y'all fit like 40 minutes of fucking into like 6 minutes. I was just like, because like the intensity.
I said, let's not drag it out because I don't know how long your podcast lasts, but yeah. Hopefully you folks at home enjoyed the description. We enjoyed it here in Mexico in Desire, so hopefully you guys at home enjoyed listening to what we did.
Yeah. Oh, it was
It
incredible.
was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much.
We're
That's
very
kind.
impressed.
Very kind.
And now here's the true star of the show.
Oh
Absolutely.
my.
Absolutely.
She's coming out.
I am just
Yes.
a necessary evil.
Well done.
Yes.
Well done.
That's how we feel about most men. Necessary evil.
You should be after that. Oh my.
Exactly.
That was intense. How do you feel?
Very good.
Very good.
Very good.
Do you always squirt so quickly? That's amazing. It's like a superpower.
Not normally so quickly.
No, not normally, but
Not so.
The cocktails have helped.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, what's fun
I
is
have to ask because I'm a woman. Have you always been a squirter, or is it him? How does
It's him.
really?
But no. When I used to get myself off, I used to squirt, and I'd think, oh no, I've wet myself. So I made a point of always going to the bathroom before getting myself off. I was like, oh well, it's happened again. And then he said, no, you're squirting.
Wow.
Wait, so
And he's like, do more, do it in my face.
I love getting. But so you forever you just thought like, oh, I'm peeing.
Yeah,
You didn't
I was
say
like,
no
oh, I've got a bladder problem.
because no one taught you.
No.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, it's a thing.
Yeah. I assume like the sex ed where you came from wasn't like so great.
No.
No.
That is truly rare and special.
We're from a small town outside of Liverpool, and it's the sex ed doesn't cover squirting.
No.
Well, I mean, like I would hope that they would just call it female ejaculation, just like they cover like ours is ejaculation, but still.
No,
because,
we never got learned that in school.
well, because there's so many women who don't realize that that's
No.
a thing, and they think that they're broken,
Yeah.
or they think that it's like wrong or incorrect.
That's what I thought.
Oh,
Now
look.
everyone's turning up.
We got the viewing party.
Crazy kids showed up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Rematch.
Sure you don't want to
rematch? Yeah, rematch.
It was
Yeah,
some
he finished too
intensity.
soon.
Would anyone like to go in and have some champagne and enjoy and be the entertainment?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's up for it?
Let us do it.
No, man, we can do it. Go in.
You can do it.
Come on, this is not a competition.
You
I
guys
can
did-
see in her face we have not
Yes.
met, but like I feel like you want to. No, but he wants to. He's not. This was the interesting thing. Many people were like, "Did you find people who wanted to do the fucking? You want? Go, I'll help you find people." But nobody wanted to like be the people, except for these like two brave folks.
Who did it?
These two beautiful people. Yeah, they just finished the fucking portion. They went intense
Very
and
quickly.
hard.
You finished too soon. You could
I'm
have all
sorry,
joined
guys.
in.
If
Why
you-
don't, if any, we could just have a whole group go in there.
Yeah.
I mean, Kenzie, would you?
I mean, I'm not going to go in alone.
Would anybody like to go in with Kenzie?
I never look a gift horse in the mouth, so I'm
All right.
Yeah.
All right then.
We got
There
a
we
round
go.
two. So, what are y'all's names?
I'm Brian.
I'm Heather.
You have been a little bit more closeted about the poly aspect here at Desire.
I tend to be very open about the swinger aspect, but at a place like this that's more swinger based, I tend to focus on that part and not mention the polyamory piece to it. I think it makes a few people uncomfortable, and oddly enough, I would say that a lot of people in the swinger community can be very judgmental.
Yeah?
So I'm just trying to avoid that.
How so?
A lot of them just can't imagine having feelings outside of their primary relationship. And so I don't want them to get the idea that I'm going to suddenly fall in love with their partner, which I'm not. I mean, I'm going to be respectful of their boundaries. Plus, most of these people live thousands of miles away from us.
Yeah.
I was a swinger for a long time with my ex-wife, and so when we split up, I was enough of a part of the community that everybody knew me, that I was sort of accepted as a single male.
Yeah.
So getting here where it's very couple-centric, it's a little different for me, but I think that's more the norm in the swinger community as opposed to something like poly or play parties, which, I have plenty of experience in those too. I've been kind of all over the place.
My name's Alan. We have a eye signal that tells us whether or not the couple works.
What's the eye signal?
The eye
Can you
signal
do it
is
to me?
just yes or no.
Just
we get it, and it's just like a okay, yeah or no.
Give me the yes eyes. There's a bite of the lip and a
There's
little
a bite
bit
of the
roll.
lip.
Okay, and then what's the no eyes?
Here's the no is it's obvious because I know because she gets resting bitch factor on her face while we're talking, and
Okay.
that's just the
Sure.
I don't want to talk to these people. Okay, then there's the if we do go to a bed and have sex with the couple, there's the we're fucking them, and at some point, if she is not into it, I get the arm squeeze.
Okay.
And that means I'm out, I'm done, let's go.
Okay.
And immediately, I have to stop.
And what do you say to that person? Be like,
I
hey, we
just
gotta get going.
stop, and
Yeah.
it's really not a problem. You just stop, and you just be like really nice and say,
that was fun.
Okay, guys, thanks, that was fun. Exactly, thanks, that was fun.
Cool.
And you walk away.
So it sounds like y'all have your communication down. Even like if the rules aren't always followed strictly, you know how to deal with them.
We
responsibly,
communicate that way.
That's
and
fantastic.
so yeah, it's fun.
And whose idea was it to come up here?
It was
originally.
mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what was that pitch like?
I didn't know.
She took the mic real quick.
I
She
didn't
was
tell
like,
her.
"Oh, I'll tell you
First
a thing."
time I booked, I didn't tell her, and we just kind of rolled into it.
You said we're going to a place.
Going to a place in Mexico.
When did you find
Pack
out
light.
When did you find out it was nude?
He told me it was adult only, and when the first girl we went to the lockers, when we got our clothes, like to change into bathing suits, and a girl completely walked in completely naked, and I was like, what the,
I think the limit, the latest you can tell her is at customs. Anything after immigration is inappropriate. That's springing it
But
on her.
look, I've come back 9 more times.
Yes, you have. It seems like you're
But
having
the
a good
first
time.
year, the bottoms didn't come off and the top didn't come off. Now I always wear bottoms, but I always go topless.
And I am very personally grateful for it. I think I'm very happy about that. Everyone, please take note of these Stay Slutty panties. You can buy those at gumroad.com/manwhorepodcast. So we're going to have my wonderful little partner, Kenzie, going in there, and we're going to see what happens.
Maybe regret not being anonymous on this.
Yes, you have your condoms? Yes. She uses like latex-free ones. 'Cause the latex algae. Would anyone care to join
I'll take
me?
Kenzie's seat.
Oh, yes, please. Hello, Lou.
Hello.
Yeah, now you can be on this side of the
I know, you get to be the commentator now.
Yeah.
Lou the squirter, you are just like my.
She's just like, you're my
I'm just-
idol.
I will forever.
Hopefully I'll get Kenzie squirting all over the bed too.
We'll figure that
Would anyone care to rotate in? I think like we should get a new rotation of commentators. Would anyone care to pop on mic and help us observe this?
No, you guys stay here.
No.
Yeah.
We're the rookies.
We're virgins.
Yeah, we're the rookies.
Oh, okay.
Kenzie.
Now, so
That
now,
makes
does
it
he know
private.
me? Is he know that it's ready to go like that? 'Cause
Oh,
look,
yeah.
so this dude
All
came,
the time.
This dude came. What's fun is I have like the timestamps here. So like he came 4 minutes ago.
He's ready to go all the time.
Well, you were squirting after a minute and 13 seconds.
How did you time it?
Well, just I looked down when we saw you were already going at it. You know.
Yeah, he's very good.
There was a squirt show.
There was a lot of. Kenzie just threw the panties at the wall.
I'm sorry that you've got to sleep on that bed tonight.
No, it's gonna make it even like hotter for me. Yeah. Kidding me? I'm just only gonna regret that you didn't squirt in my face.
Oh, maybe later.
I would be flattered. So right now we got Kenzie going ahead, giving a blowjob, going to 10 to 20.
She's all the way on the 50.
The bench.
That was 75 right there.
Yeah, really, undrafted free agent, just.
Does she
but
know
really
you
making
don't
a
have to go
performance.
past the stands? It still counts.
Well, she's like, she's a very enthusiastic one. She loves to please. Big fan of that. Now, who here has anyone here not watched people fuck before?
Anybody?
Oh, hi. Hello, folks.
Any newcomers?
Hi.
Newcomers? We're
When's the
doing a
last time you
podcast.
watched somebody fuck?
Like 5 minutes ago.
5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, are you sure? It seems like a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like too long, in my opinion. If I go more than 5 minutes without people, fooling around here, I'm just like, what did I come for? Now, y'all have been here at Desire before, right?
We have.
Yeah. So.
We enjoy it very much.
What keeps bringing you back?
Well, the sexy people, the sexy attitudes of the sexy people, and the free sex shows.
Yeah, definitely free sex show. Only costs you. And now we got some. Now Kenzie's return. Now here's the thing he doesn't know. She doesn't typically come in front of an audience, and when she does, it takes like a half hour.
Oh.
It's not bad.
So
but
she's pretty happy right now. Anybody had the popcorn? No popcorn.
we do have the champagne. Yeah, she makes you work for it, but I feel very accomplished when I make someone come who takes a while.
I understand completely.
And it's like not like a bad. To me, it's not a bad thing. It's just more like, I feel like I worked hard. I'm sweating. Like I burned calories. It's great.
I mean, she seems to be enjoying it. She's got a little, maybe not a full O face, but just like a, kind of.
It's like a
face.
What I do like is
She's
she laughs when she comes.
Yeah.
And come on over. Come introduce yourself, whoever name you want to use.
Just for those of you listening.
Diana.
Hi, Diana. How you doing? I love your outfit.
That's her stage name.
What do you think? Diana, what do you think about what you're viewing right now?
Oh, she's
I can't wait for her to laugh.
Yeah? Yeah, well, no, because like, I see like a hint of it. You see?
We all want to know the punchline.
Yeah. She basically looks like she's gonna come the whole time, and then at the end she'll look like someone like dropped something, and
It's probably a good thing he doesn't have a
See?
whole lot of hair.
She's you gotta love a woman who smiles when she comes. That's it just lets you know that they're having a good time.
Yes. I mean, the nipple clamps might help, push it along a little bit faster than normal, I would think, from experience.
Now, what I love about that I've been noticing here at Desire, because I come from this poly sex party world in New York City, and I've been noticing such a diversity in like relationship models and rules, boundaries that different couples have, and the ways people play with other people. So, what are y'all's rules? Besides, it has to be on a podcast.
Just be safe when you play.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
But at first, we've been doing this 8 years. For the first 5, we were just what they call soft swap.
Right. Just like in the same room and some oral, right?
Oral, yeah. No penetration.
Sure. And then, so what was the conversation like to transfer that from like, yeah, and got no thumbs up. Kenzie squared in! Kenzie squared in. That was amazing. They just high five.
She's definitely laughing now.
They just high five.
Look at that face.
I love that. You're a magician.
Nicely done.
Right, the applause.
Kenzie?
Yeah. Did you hear that laugh again? Oh my God.
What's y'all's relationship like model? Like what do you have rules? How do you identify your marriage? Is it open? Is it poly? Are you swingers? Like what's your deal?
Oh no, we're not swingers. I guess we've got a couple friends we hang with and we do things with, but we're not open. No.
So mostly monogamous, would you say?
Yeah, mostly monogamous,
Outside-
except for our friends.
When did you guys start fooling around with the friends?
Yeah, the second year I think it was. Second year in.
You met him here?
Yep.
Cool. So really, like, he kind of brought Desire home with you.
Yeah, we've been out to their place in California twice, and they've came to Ohio once.
I would say 6 years. 6 years out of the 9 we've probably been playing.
And whose idea was it?
It was definitely my idea. Of course, it's always a guy, right?
Okay.
Who kind of pushed her into it.
Women have been the ones who bring it up.
So here's how it happened. She initially said she wanted to have sex with another woman.
All right.
And I said, okay, I can do this because I've been to swingers clubs before.
Okay.
With my ex-wife.
Okay.
I was like, yeah, I can make this happen for you. And so we go to a swingers club and we find the unicorn.
Sure.
And we have sex with her. And she has sex with the other girl and all that kind of stuff. But she is at first completely freaked out about it. And then I say, well, let's go to a resort in Mexico. Ended up having sex with another couple there for her first time with a guy, not just me. And then we came here to Desire in Mexico, and it's just been, we've come here like 12 times now. It's a blast. We love it.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, we love it.
Fantastic.
And at first, I was that crazy-ass guy who would just literally, if somebody was having sex on a bed, I'd just jump in and start jumping into their whole sex thing, and now I'm stopped.
And what's like y'all's relationship model? How do y'all identify? Do you have certain rules about your, what y'all do?
We have certain rules. Yes, there are certain rules that come into play.
We're being distracted by the model that just walked
Holy
by.
Shit.
Yeah. Hello,
Sorry.
hello.
Hey.
Okay.
That's one of that rule. I can do that rule only, but it's allowed. I'm allowed to touch her and play with her and all that kind of stuff. So. Hey, what's your name, baby? You look like a Victoria's Secret model.
Yeah, I was like walking down the runway.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I'm Billy. Hello.
Hi. You're my neighbor. In the
yeah.
I'm sorry.
And now, are you allowed to shake hands like that?
I am allowed to shake. I'm allowed to do what she will let me do whatever I want to do with Lisa, as long as I use a condom.
Okay. So pretty much those are the rules. Just like
that's the rule. That's
safer
the rule.
sex practices outside the relationship.
One time I messed it up here because it was raining like crazy, and I couldn't get out of the hot tub to get a condom, and I messed it up, and I got in trouble. But
and what does getting in trouble look like?
Getting in trouble looks like her coming at me with very angry eyes, going, "Are you fucking her?" And me going, "Oh crap, yes I am." Sorry, oops. So we went back to the room and talked it out, and it's fine. It was fine.
Sure.
Yeah.
Is that the first time you guys have had some sort of transgression like that?
Oh
in a
no,
relationship?
there's been many transgressions.
I would say that we are mostly swingers, but we do have a polyamorous side to us. So far, I've been the only one to date really outside the relationship. I've always told her that she's welcome to. It's just she hasn't really taken that opportunity yet.
Have you fucked outside the relationship, though?
Yes.
Okay. That was an emphatic yes. She's like, yes, I have.
Well, I've had friends that are a little taken aback now by this is such a new thing for you. What's going on? I say, it's not really new. I've just never had the opportunity before.
Sure.
So it's been a curve and people having to adjust. And when you step outside your prescribed role, people can get a little weird.
So you're out to your friends about what your non-monogamy?
Yes.
And this, how long have y'all been non-monogamous? Since the day one, or?
Well, I knew about his non-monogamy from day one, so we kept it pretty close to the vest, just us two, for probably about 6 months, and then we started going to parties and things like that, just trying to like ease my way into it. So it was probably about 6 months, 8 months before I was like ready to like go to a party and be like, all right, we can find a couple or we can go play on our own.
So now seeing all these naked bodies and sexual acts going on, like it doesn't faze you probably as much as the first time you went.
Yeah, the first time was a little traumatic, but the rest of that, it's been great. I mean, here it's great to see all different body types, and you don't have to be like, oh, geez, a little chubby and I should lose some weight and blah, blah, blah.
I have a few rules. Generally I can pretty much play with any girl out there without him necessarily having to be participating or around. If there's a guy involved, he at least has to be present in the same space. So, with very few exceptions.
What's been an exception in the past?
It's good friends.
Good friends.
Good friends. Another couple that we've swapped with, and if he wanted to take me on a date, that would be.
Where it's like, the Bears game is on, so you go do the date. It's opening weekend. Okay, that's fair. And how long have y'all been non-monogamous?
Almost since we've been married. Yeah, we had a girlfriend of ours move in with us not long after we were married. So. She was one of my best friends growing up. So,
well, it was really funny because the three of us went on a trip for the day to a theme park near us, and her friend one day said, "You know what? We should all have a big orgy." And I'm a late teenager, and I'm saying that's probably a great idea. Let's do that. And then later that day, we did that. And I'm pretty sure that spoiled us for life.
Right, yeah. She and I rode in the back seat of the car and just kind of tortured him the rest of the way home that evening until we got back to the apartment. So, yeah.
Into it.
It was a fun evening. So, yeah, she kind of started us down the slippery slope, I guess you'd say, so to speak.
I really don't think I can overemphasize how much fun Kenzie and I had at Desire. We went to Desire's Riviera Maya Resort. They also have another one called Desire Pearl. They also got cruises, and they got some other lifestyle-friendly resorts that you can go check out. If you're getting curious about it, after listening to all this fun chatter, I thoroughly encourage you to go to manwhorepod.com/desire, book your stay. Makes for a really, really sexy anniversary or a great surprise getaway from the kids. Enjoy the beautiful view, explore your relationship boundaries, or just watch a lot of hot people get sexual with each other so you can go back to your room and bang like bunnies. Again, go to manwhorepod.com/desire to book your stay. And hey, Billy gets a little kickback when you do, so you'll also be supporting the Man Whore Podcast as you book your next trip to paradise. One more time, manwhorepod.com/desire. Now let's get back to the show. That was Mackenzie, baby. How you doing?
Fantastic. Great.
You're great. You're fine. Not broken.
She's still laughing.
She's like,
Yeah, she doesn't stop laughing yet.
I did tell them that you laugh when you come.
That's true.
Now, you don't normally swear, do you?
As far as I know, I never have.
This is the first time swear, everybody.
Wow.
Check that in on Foursquare. That was fantastic.
I'm just going to steal your champagne.
Please do. Okay. So I was saying before, I'm enjoying the various types of rules people have. So I'm curious. Like, so what's y'all? So y'all have a very fun, interesting situation that I learned about. If you care to share.
We do. We're currently a triad, so we're traveling with our girlfriends, and our rules are still kind of same room. So we all like to be together in the same room, but we are full swap same room.
Sure. Do you guys play with other people outside of your triad?
Yes.
Separate. Separately.
Yes.
Like, can he go off and go have a fuck buddy Tinder day or something?
Same room.
Same room. Okay.
Right now. Yes.
Okay. Fantastic. And Bob and Beth, what's again? So you are Bob. We know you're new to all of this. Yes. But Beth, you're the experienced one here. I love the positive atmosphere of everybody just like congratulating people.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. And how long have you been swinging?
I'm a born again non-vanilla.
A born again non-vanilla.
But I was a swinger for at least a decade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Now, you would experience things like this before?
Oh fuck yeah.
How'd you get into swinging the first time?
Actually, honestly, my first threesome was in high school. It was kind of an accident.
What is with high schoolers having threesomes and I missed it? I was busy just trying to get someone to make out with me, and apparently people were having threesomes.
I did not plan it. It just happened.
Okay, and I opened the doors to it.
He was very grateful.
Yeah. Diana, you want to come over here?
Oh.
No? Well, anybody else brave enough to go into the glass box? No?
Anyone else want to squirt?
He's checking the time. He's like, what kind of time do we got? We got reservations.
No, waiting for her.
Yeah, we're trying to get our
Oh, your
girl.
third? What's she off doing?
She's fresh.
She's squirting right now.
Squirting right now? Yeah, everybody's doing it. It's the hot new thing. Yeah.
It's that new thing opening all the
That's rare. It's so rare.
Yeah. Kenzie's still fucking laughing.
That is an extended orgasm.
Guys, this is special.
It's a special moment.
I can't say I've ever watched people fucking this way and not be jerking off during it. So that was the only thing I was disappointed. But it was I didn't get to enjoy watching y'all long enough that I could even
I apologize.
He's like, no.
I apologize.
What I like is you're efficient.
Yeah.
It's because you've got the mic.
Huh?
It's because you've got the mic.
I had the mic distracted, man.
And he's a giver. It's clear he's a giver.
Who, him?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Caring, right?
Yeah, you stopped her from blowing you just to be like, no, I'm gonna do my thing. I'm gonna do my magic trick.
Yeah,
that's right.
He thinks he's
he asked me.
So now, what drew y'all to come through? Because I didn't even meet you two, so I don't even know. So y'all brought them?
Yeah, it was my fault.
It's your fault. Well, you're the bad guy.
I was telling her for a month.
Like we're gonna watch some people. Yeah, it's fun. I like the glass box element, and only could I have done this here at Desire. I'm partially supposed to have to say that.
No, this suite
otherwise
is
they're gonna charge
sexy.
me for this trip.
I mean, there's about 30 places to have sex in that suite.
Oh, absolutely. We're working on it. I do want to.
So is that the next episode?
The next episode, yeah. Well, look. Don't put it past me. I've done a lot of things on the
here's
show.
deal. We'll do a podcast for you watching you.
Yes.
Yeah.
You Mackenzie.
Sure.
I mean, she's wrapped up.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Do you trust that?
You gotta hit start.
Can you feel the nerves?
You've now gone quiet.
He is speechless. Talk.
He's speechless.
What I was gonna,
the man with the words.
Yeah, the man who with no words. I was gonna say before is because I was telling you last night that I was surprised I hadn't eaten as much pussy here as I hadn't.
Yeah.
And so I was gonna say, hey, if anybody would like to have their pussy eaten, I would love to do that.
Okay, we could do that.
Yeah. I can't. I don't know that I can make you squirt in a minute and 13 seconds. So it's like a tall order. How long have y'all been together?
We've been together, I think, 19 years and married 17.
We've been together, I would say, 9 years, I think. 9 years.
Married for 30, together for about 34.
That's wild.
We're old.
2 years tomorrow.
Yeah, 2
That's
years tomorrow.
Fantastic. And today's your birthday.
Yes, it is.
That's
I'm turning
cool.
40.
I was asking, so was the first date like a birthday present for you?
Kind of. It was one of those things where it was coming up, and she said she would take me on a date. And I said, I'd call your bluff. You can take me on a date. And she said, okay.
Well, how'd y'all know each other?
Oh, we've known each other for years. He dated a friend of mine from college. I text her like, "Hey, can I? If I hook up with him, is that going to be all right?" She's like, "Oh yeah, he's great in bed." All right, works for me.
What are your names?
Jenny and Bill,
How long have you all been together?
10 years.
10 glorious years.
Yes.
Fantastical. And what's like your relationship model? Like what rules do y'all practice? How do you identify yourselves?
Well, we don't really have any rules.
Uh-huh.
But we decided this past year that we really wanted to explore our sensuality and go outside the box and do things that we had never done before, and that's how we ended up at Desire.
That's like in the last few months.
So this is all fresh for you, the non-monogamous portion of it.
Very.
Doing stuff. Were you doing anything before you got to Desire?
No.
No. Okay, so what was the first non-U2 experience you had here?
What was the first non-2 experience we had?
Because basically, in the last 10 years, I'm assuming y'all haven't kissed, fucked, done anything with anyone, right?
Well, no, he cheated on me
And
for
you
3
stayed.
years.
And you stayed.
Yes.
And
because I love him.
That's fantastic. That's beautiful. How long ago was that?
It's been going on for 3 years. It's not long ago. It's still going on.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not still going on.
Right. Okay. So it was a recent thing. So what made y'all want to come out to Desire then?
We just wanted to explore ourselves and, find out who we are together again.
Yeah. So this is more like it sort of like acts like a reconciliation, almost like a reigniting of the relationship.
Yes, we're trying to find ourselves again.
Do something different.
Yeah. Well, whose idea was it to come to Desire?
Mine.
Yours? Okay.
Well, we'd actually talked about it a few years ago, and then we were talking about something after the family vacation, and she brought this place up.
Yeah.
And here we are.
So instead of Disney, you chose Desire.
We went to Disney. We did that too.
Yeah. I mean, I can imagine you could probably like find another couple to fool around with at Disney. Just probably, you guys got to like split the cost of a babysitter or something.
Well, there's that, yes.
Yeah.
We have never enjoyed a place more than we have enjoyed Desire.
That is fantastic. And it seems like you've been exploring. I haven't seen you too much, but like I have seen and experienced. She's a great kisser. Sorry, I blush and get nervous around pretty people. But anything standing out to you in just like in this exploration that you're going through?
Well, the thing that stands out to me the most is that people are so accepting, and it's not that they don't care; it's that they absolutely are okay with who you are.
Yeah.
And that part I love. I just love. It's like you can be whoever you want to be, and no one like judges you, and we love that. We absolutely love that.
Sure.
I honestly think that this is really helping our relationship. I really do. I think that we're closer and we're communicating more and we're a little more okay with each other than we ever were before. It was like we knew what we liked, but we didn't express it before. I think
we talked about it, but we never did anything with it.
Yeah. And I think that we're a little more in tune with ourselves now, right? It's like I tell you what I want, and you tell me what you want,
and they're gonna kiss.
And we're good with that, right?
Yep.
It's like, it's like he says to me, well, do you want it in your ass? I'm like, yes, I want it in my ass. Get me some lube, baby. I want it in my ass.
I tell you, we did that for the first time a while back, and she took it like a champ. Everything I had, she took it all as hard as I could.
Hard.
That's beautiful. Well, thank you for you two for chatting with me, and thank you for all those playful strokes before. I hope those aren't the last.
They're not the last.
Well, what's interesting, so I'm trying to like half face people. So like I remember like the first play party I went to, I was 24, and like I did not have like penis and vagina sex. I had a great time, talked to people, met people. I went with a date, like I ate her pussy and I fingered her. Like we had a great time. She came plenty, and it was interesting because like you get nervous. I mean fellas and people with the penises in the room. The first time you had sex in front of other people. did you have any sort of like difficulties or nerves at first, right?
Yeah.
With the erection portion of it, right? 100%. Totally normal thing, especially when.
Extra dicks in the room have a factor on the erection process.
Right. Now, does that still for you, or is that something you?
No, it's not as much. No.
Right. I think there's something
Over
to.
time.
9 out of 10 doctors.
Yeah, it's definitely something to get used to, especially if you haven't like seen other dicks before, right? Yeah, so it's definitely something. Like I think it took me like 3 or 4 parties before like I fucked somebody at the party, and it was someone I was very comfortable with. And it was just like the right moment for it. And I think a lot of dudes get really hung up on the hard-on portion. They're just like, I'm not hard, what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
We just watched what you could do, right? It's like, you got fingers that don't go soft, except for that one time you were nervous. You know, it's the fingers they stay hard, the tongues they work. And what I hope more people are starting to realize, and I think that whether you call yourself non-monogamous, swingers, whatever, I think we have a bit more of an evolved view of what sex can be. That it's not just hard dick in a pussy. It can be a hard dick in a different orifice. It can be your tongue, it can be your fingers. You could just be like rolling around and just having a good time with a soft. Any guys like their soft dicks played with?
I agree with that.
I like a soft dick played with from time to time.
with the soft dick.
Yeah. A soft, like filled with some blood, but soft. I like that's.
Squidgy. I call it
The
squidgy.
you call it squidgy? What do you call it?
Penis worship.
The penis worship, yeah.
Penis worship is just playing with the penis, nothing more.
Yeah.
Just penis
Yeah, we've seen
worship.
that, yeah.
We've seen that. Yes.
It's a wonderful, like, low pressure activity, and there's just so many fun things you can do. You can grab toys. If I'm squirrely, grab a butt plug. That's probably gonna happen to me later. And that's weird. It's like that I could do right now because that's just easy. But it's like all of a sudden, like get a hard on and go fuck her. It's like but I do. Is there anyone have any other examples of just like something maybe? Your viewpoint on sex or the act of sex, how it changed when you entered such a lifestyle. And if you have one, just come closer to the microphone.
I'd add something. Generally, people in the lifestyle, you will find, are completely loyal to their partners.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Outside of the lifestyle, you will not find cheaters.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Like the unethically non-monogamous, as we would call my father.
You'll have couples who, say they are monogamous, but, they go out with the girlfriends or they go out with their guy friends and, they have 1-2 drinks too many, they get chatted up and one thing leads to another and you generally wouldn't find that with couples who are in the lifestyle. There's no need to.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
When you stop looking outside.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Anyone else have any like comments on the lifestyle? Like y'all are just. This is the other thing I noticed. Generationally, and no one here is old. Look. Hold on.
What are you saying?
And I told you this last night after I ate you out.
And she smirks. It's adorable. She's blushing, people. She's shy.
I told you.
I did a half good job, I think.
Yes.
There are old people here, and it's fine being old. You can be sexy if you're old, but no one here is what I consider old. But I'm finding the interesting generational differences in the vocabulary around how you handle the relationships. I don't hear the older crowd call it poly, right? There's a lot of using swingers in the lifestyle. When you hang around a bunch of 20-somethings, you'll hear poly, non-monogamous, lover. They say, or partner. This one here loves the phrase partner.
Buddy. Yeah.
Fuck buddy. See, I'm used to saying fuck buddy, but I feel like the younger kids like to say partner or these other gender neutral terms.
Friends with benefits.
Yeah.
Benefits.
Dick in a box.
Dick in a box. Classic. Yeah.
The old favorite booty call.
Booty calls, right? These were great phrases, but a lot of the vocabulary has now changed. I think as the generations or as younger generations starting to learn they have these options and that monogamy is not the only option for them and things like that. Yeah.
Our generation is lifestyle.
Yeah.
Lifestyle.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, this is so fun. I can't believe it's also we still have another 36 hours of this place. I think it'd be a fun hangout. Thank you all for participating.
Thank you.
This is great, and thank you to our special guest, Matt Lou.
He is a man.
And Magic Mike will be here for the after party.
Yes. The magic fingers. Well, that was certainly an experience. Look, how many other podcasters are going to let you listen in on people who are watching people fuck? Yeah, I think I'm doing some groundbreaking things over here. Who's got the Pulitzer? How about a Peabody? I'll settle for a Peabody. Okay. I hope you enjoyed the show, everybody. As usual, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at @TheBillyPresida. Say hello. Use the hashtag ManWhorePodcast so I can find what you said about the show. I also hope you will like the Man Whore Podcast fan page on Facebook. I bet a lot of you have got some reactions to this one, so I want to get your comments. I want your questions, maybe your booby pictures. You can send all that over to manwhorepod@gmail.com. I want to thank the members of my fan whore community on Patreon. Become a member of our sex positive discussion groups and get exclusive access to bonus episodes when you get a membership at patreon.com/manwhorepodcast. That's Patreon, patreon.com/manwhorepodcast. And I know I've said it several times throughout the show, but if you're curious about going to Desire, maybe you'd like to go back. Maybe you'd like Billy to get a little bit of a kickback when you book it. Go to manwhorepod.com/desire for more information about their resorts and cruises. Maybe I'll see you there next time. Next week, we're back to a more traditional format with comedian Janet Hyde. But until next week, everyone, enjoy yourselves, love the one you're with, and stay slutty.